This crowdfunded zine puts the punk back into cyberpunk. Let's check it out. And hello everyone, it is Tom, it's FANzine Live. We are doing crowdfunded zines today. Total Recall of the Heart, issue number 1. It was crowdfunded, I believe, off of Kickstarter, done by Phoebe Hedges and Lizzie Stiles, with a cover by Angela Wu. This is Cyberpunk. However, and there are all of these really nice testimonials and pull quotes, especially the one from Kieran Gillian and Dave Cook, who did Killtopia, that we've taken a look at before. In these pull quotes, they really drive home the point that, yes, this is cyberpunk, but most cyberpunk is the notion of technology generally run through a crime noir lens. This is not that. This is cyberpunk with a capital P, because this is about punk rock. It integrates the notions of cyberpunk, that futurism, that kind of gritty technology humanity combination. It messes with that, but this is a punk rock story, and to the best of my knowledge, I've never seen anything like it. So that in and of itself is really interesting. Full-size comic, saddle stitch, very nicely done, cardstock cover, a matte on the outside, gloss on the interior, with gloss interiors in the book. I'm not going to read too much of this because as a true punk story, there's a lot of language, there's a lot of adult type stuff, but we can talk at some of the other elements of it, which is, first off, this is coming out of the UK, and so you're getting a sense of kind of that Sex Pistols Clash theme playing through now into futurism. You've got some ideas of how crowd control is done over there in the UK. It's a little different than how we do it over here in the US, though we're getting more and more that way these days. A little bit on drug use. This is interesting. This lady does have something going on with her legs. She got in a crash, I guess. You've got circuitry being integrated. I love some of the artwork here. It almost looks like glitching on this stuff in the memory, but it's definitely mixed in with ideas of punk. You've got the heavy tattooing and the like, but then you go over here on this side and look, you've got the neat kind of computerized glitching, the combinations of human and I guess these are replacement legs. But anyway, so this guy is in a band, and this guy is the assistant who is basically trying to get his hungover bandmate to come in and play his show. And look who's here. Is that the same lady? No, it's not. She has dark hair, but she does have the legs. Then you got the drummer who's been enhanced through technology. Artwork is kind of, there are elements of it I really like. I love this bit right here where you get the extreme close-ups, chomping on the fingernail, the messing with the cigarettes, the gentle touch, that type of stuff. I love that, but then you get a lot of plain old talkers. And yeah, the technology is cool. I think the technology stuff is cool, but there's a lot of plain old talkers in this, whereas this page is gorgeous. So what's her name? Lizzie Stiles. Lizzie, you got some ideas here. Let's keep it rolling. They go and they play their show. Things kind of get going out of control. Little crowd surfing. I mean, this is punk. Figures are a little stiff here, but you can still get a sense of the energy going on. But then, of course, the cops crash the show. Must have been an underground show. Colors are great. I love the green there. And then they're on the run. And apparently, when one has bionic legs, one can kick their way through walls. Nifty. So yeah, that's the beginning of this thing, and that's Phoebe Hedges out of Close Enough to London and Lizzie Stiles from the south of England, and together they made this. Oh, that's Stiles' cover. This is Woo's cover. Very, very Brit-punk. Interesting mix with the whole cyberpunk technology thing. It'll be interesting over time to see where this one goes. The storytelling clearly has an arc in mind, and so I may end up trade waiting if they end up going to trade, just because getting this stuff out of the UK is expensive. It's a worthwhile look if cyberpunk and music related comics are your thing. It's kind of interesting. Let's see what you folks think. Why don't you leave a comment? Ever seen anything like this? I'd be interested to hear. The only thing I can think of with punk at this level is probably the stuff in Love and Rockets that Los Bros Hernandez did, but clearly nothing cyber related about their work. Don't forget, leave a comment, like the channel, subscribe to FANzine Live, and tell your friends. We look at this stuff. Maybe somebody else has. I haven't seen it. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Tom. This is FANzine Live Crowdfunded Zines, Total Recall of the Heart. I'll catch you next time.